All right, let's talk about money. If the very idea of budgeting makes you think of these crazy, complicated spreadsheets and tracking every single penny, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to look at a simple, almost intuitive shortcut to get a handle on your daily finances. And the best part? No spreadsheets required. I mean, seriously, if you've ever tried to keep a traditional budget, you know the feeling, right? The endless tracking, feeling guilty about every little purchase, it just feels like you're failing all the time. Honestly, it can feel like a second job, and for so many of us, it just never sticks. So, what if the problem isn't you? What if it's not about your willpower at all? What if the method itself is the problem? This is where we just completely reframe the idea. Managing your money shouldn't feel like some big, scary math test. It's really all about finding a simple mental framework, one that makes your financial decisions feel almost like second nature. And you know what? That entire framework, it really just boils down to understanding two simple concepts: assets and liabilities. That's it. Once you get a crystal clear grasp on the difference between these two, you're laying the foundation to simplify your entire financial life. So let's break it down. Okay, so first up, an asset. Now, in the context of our daily cash flow, an asset is just so simple. It's anything that puts money into your pocket. Think of it as cash flowing towards you. It's the good stuff, the positive side of the whole equation. And then on the flip side, you've got a liability. And yeah, you guessed it, it's the exact opposite. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. This is cash flowing away from you. See? Simple as that. One brings money in, the other sends it out. And this is where it all really starts to click. Over on the asset side, you've got things like your paycheck, obviously, or maybe some income from a side hustle. Even that $20 you made selling an old item online. See? All cash flowing in. And then on the liability side, well, that's the stuff that drains your account. Your rent, a car payment, and yep, even that daily coffee. It's a constant flow of cash going out. Okay, so we have this framework, but how do we actually apply it without getting totally lost in the weeds? Well, let's borrow an idea from a completely different world: cooking. We're going to call this the chef's approach to managing your money. Just think about it like this for a second. When you're baking, you have to measure the flour precisely, right? You've got to get that part right or the whole thing is a disaster. But the spices? A pinch of this, a dash of that, you just eyeball it. Well, guess what? Your finances can work the exact same way. Not every single expense needs to be measured with perfect precision. So it breaks down into two super simple steps. First, you measure your main ingredients. These are the big, predictable liabilities: your rent, your insurance, your loan payments. You absolutely have to know these numbers cold. But then, and this is the liberating part, for step two, you just eyeball the spices. This is all that small, variable stuff. That morning coffee, lunch out with a friend. You don't need to track every single cent. You just start to develop a feel for it. And that right there, that is the core takeaway. This whole approach frees you from the stress of tracking every single penny. It really proves that you do not need to be some kind of math wizard to be in control of your money. You just need to focus your energy on what's actually important to measure, and then learn to trust your own judgment on the rest. Okay, let's pull all this together. How can you put this new mindset into practice, like right now? Here are the key things you need to remember. So, to recap everything. First, start thinking like a financial chef. Second, focus your precious energy on measuring those big expenses, because honestly, getting those right is more than half the battle. Third, give yourself permission to eyeball the small stuff. It'll reduce your mental load so much. And finally, just start looking at every transaction through that simple lens. Is this money coming in, or is it money going out? So I'll leave you with this final thought. You don't have to change everything all at once. Just start with one thing. Take a look at your finances and just ask yourself, what's the single biggest main ingredient in my budget? Is it my housing? Is it transportation? Whatever it is, just focus on really understanding and measuring that one cost this week. That's it. It's the very first step to becoming a master financial chef.